then again, I just have to take whatever I can and do whatever I can, however I can. I did see that 1 unit gain skill. I have to check. I need to check all of them again. Just yes, leveled up yet. Not yet. We learned all of the skills. Do I change it to something else? Is the real question. Because he has cure. These are the most important ones that I care about. At this point, it's good to keep them in the same type of jobs, like magic related, because they keep the stats. See, I mean, his evasion dropped a little bit for this one, but that's fine. Nothing else changed for his skills. But I have too many black mages, problem. Oh yeah, I need to take out this job is just what I know. But the main problem is that I don't really play with the no moves just because they are magic based, very magic heavy, and it's only when they get into their advanced job is when they're really useful, like Sage, Illusionist, Alchemist, Time Mage. Well, Time Mage isn't that useful, other than casting haste and slow on units. But again, I don't have a lot of equipment in the stores to really give them what they need. But I do need to change his job. Because he needs to learn 5 skills as a black mage in order to really do the heavy hitting damage as an illusionist. Back and see what can we give him. It should always start with a rod, just because this gives him 3 skills and then 1, 2. So in total you'll have your 5 quickly right there. But I need to buy an extra rod. Let me see if any of the other units are getting else. But that's not important right now. I think I need to go buy 2 more rods. He still has learned skills. He's still learning air raid. Close to learning his. I didn't give an item attack. about it. So I just need to buy 2 rods and another vest. I don't really invest in these ones because for the most part you get them in battle later on. And then again, for this one, like this is a sage weapon. I don't have a sage yet, so I shouldn't really worry about it. But it is cool because in Final Fantasy Online, they're planning to introduce the sage, which is a healing class for that game. And it's very interesting because you play this game and it's interesting to see how it's supposed to be a healer class for that game, but in this one they don't really heal as much. But they don't use staffs, they use needles. Kind of crazy. Black mage for sure. He doesn't even have a second ability. For shame. I know there was another black mage. Bro, that's about it. I need to give him something. That's it. Okay, on to the next fight. I have to avoid doing that. I had another person recommend me and tell me that I have to break out of that habit of saying and so I have to catch myself and stop doing that. I can do the pauses because it is a stop to think about what's happening. But me constantly saying and all that stuff is not good. What's the law this time? Should be fine. I think. Let me check. This one I have to worry because they have high defense against weapons, but low defense towards magic. So if I'm going to defeat this one, I have to use magic against it. And this one also has a special attack that takes away your ability to attack. Paralyzes your hand. I have to remember to always start at the back because those are my lower units. What skills do you have? I know you're a beast tamer. Loading eye and undead. Can't really use you right here in this one. Do I give you any items? Yes. I'm gonna put you out. As well. I already have forgot. But that can easily be fixed. Here's where I start doing giving them 2 skills. 2 job skills. Because I don't have any more white mages. And that's a big problem. You need to have at least 2 white mages. And that's why I need more variety of other races, like the Viera, the Hume, and the Noble. I mean, I don't really get that many Noble just because they can't. They're meant for more hard-hitting magic spells. But I think this should be fine. Far ahead just because it gives the enemy a chance to attack. So you can see here I lost the ability to use items, but I gained the ability to use white magic attacks, which is important. That's the kind of exchange that you have to put in mind, that if you do give them a second job ability instead of items, you lose the ability to use items. For the most part, I just use it so that I can have like the black mages have white mages skills. But again, that is they use more magic now because they're focusing between doing damage and healing. I might, for this one, include using the mages, because on Final Fantasy Online, it's a pain in the ass to try to learn blue skills from there. But on here, it's a lot simpler, just because some of the skills you do have to survive in order to learn the skills that some monsters teach you. But it's nothing compared to, it's nothing compared to how it is online. Even if you get hit by the skill, it's only like a 50% chance that you get the skill. And that kind of sucks, just because for the most part, you have to get skills like Explosion that you get from the bombs. And if you get hit by that and survive it, and online, you don't learn it. It's like a 50% chance of learning that skill. That's critical. There. Attack. And some of the skills are really cool. Not Explosion, because you do a high amount of damage but lose that unit in the fight. If you have a unit that can raise other units, you're fine. But for the most part, you don't want to waste a lot of your actions trying to take down a unit, bring him back up, take down, bring him back. It's a waste of time. But they do have special skills that can help the battle, like I think there I go saying again, but like I think it's called Dragon's Breath. or dragons, you learn it from the dragons, and some of them boost your skills, like the attack damage, the magic damage. Let's see how I position this guy. Ah, come on. This enemy, he can teach you how to do explosion, but you have to get them at a very low health in order for them to do that. And for the most part, in the earlier part of the game, they don't use that skill because I think they don't know it yet, and you're wasting your time trying to figure out when they learn it. It's good down the line when you can learn it, but in the early part of this game, you're not going to. Don't even try, don't bother. Just take down the units as quickly as possible. Continue with the game. The problem is now, trying to take these units down quick. Miss the attack. You have to take this one down quickly. There you go. Didn't take it down, but it did do a good amount of damage. When they're not moving like that, that's a good indication, just because I want to get them in that state, because that means they're close to being knocked out. Like that, see? I want to avoid all of that for my units, but for theirs, that's a good indication that the fight is going well. I always try to focus at least onto one at a time, so the battle goes quicker, like that. But I also have to remember that I have to let all the units attack, because that's how they get their XP. They do get XP at the end of the fight, but that's the whole idea. You have to... Oh, here we go. That sucks. This is I think the skill that prohibits the units with knives and blades to attack. So that's why you kind of want to take it down quickly. But that's a skill that you want to teach your blue mage. Which is kind of the problem, because I think I have to read a guide on that just to make sure I'm not wasting time. Because I know that they can learn immunity, and that gives them the ability to not take the debuff like these guys have. But at the same time, I think you need to be hit by it in order to learn the skill. And that's the problem. I didn't teach him Yuzuna. So that means for the most part, he's stuck just dealing damage. I do need to heal some of the units, so that's fine. Not there. The Antaline can come in. Cure. Will I get all of them? Not, but she's not really in need of help. Because he can't really do any attacks. She can't either. but getting their turns to come around quicker is no problem. That's good. We want that. But not being able to attack is also a problem. But that's also good just because it gives the other units that I really want to worry about, like the Black Mage, the chance to attack. Here's a problem. I think he's not going to be able to hit. He's going to hit all of them, I think. See, that's why I don't like archers that much. I mean, once it gets into the higher jobs of hunters, it's good because they get the ability to do like area damage and capture monsters. So remember when I talked about capturing, the monster bank? Hunters capture those monsters in order to use their abilities with another job that the noble has. But the problem is, this is also a blue mage attack that they can do. The problem is right now is that it takes forever for the archers to learn their skills. Again, I'm gonna wait. That attack is really nice because if you have an enemy that has low MP but high HP, you can switch it around. So you pretty much do a high amount of damage quickly. But the problem is that for the most part, monsters have high amounts of... I'm gonna leave that for the other Black Mage. They have a lot of MP, so it's not really useful for monsters, but for fighting regular units like humans and nobles and all that stuff, it's really good just because if you have a unit that has high health but low MP, it's a quick 2-turn fight for them. They're done. Really don't like him, huh? Twice he went for the attack that one. He's fine in this position. Do damage to this one. There we go. Not a lot, but again, that's the whole point. I'm trying to level them up slowly. Can do damage again. I have to also make sure to take down the turtle. It's called the Adamantoid, but I have to take it down quickly because it's going to constantly be using that attack, and it's not a big problem. A huge problem, but I said I was going to do it for the other unit. Here I am attacking you. Yeah, you need to level. Take it out. There you go. Good boy. Good, good. Oh, Jesus. He was one angry boy. As often. It's already slow enough as it is, but if we can yeah, he did. But if I can get him to do as less of attacks in the turn for my units to get in, the better. I'm not gonna finger back because the battle's already pretty much done and it's a waste of time.